Is the screen shared to you? Screen కనిపిస్తుందా?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir,
Good morning, students. Welcome to the first class of second semester. In the second semester, this is the first class. In today's class, we are going to know what are the total subjects which you are having in the second semester and what is the syllabus for my subject, that is a financial accounting, and what are the learning objectives of this subject. These things we try to learn in this class. So please note down all the things. Okay. So first, let us know the complete course structure of BCom second semester for 2020-21. In the second semester of BCom for 2020-21, these are the various courses which you have to learn in the second semester. First semester syllabus has completed and the examinations for first semester will be conducted after opening the colleges. Therefore, we have to prepare for first semester examinations, and also we should attend online classes of second semester also. After completion of second semester online classes, you have to prepare for the examination. You prepare very well so as to fare well in the first semester examinations. Otherwise, you will be in trouble. That means you may not get pass. Okay. So, as far as second semester is concerned, there are total 8 courses or 8 subjects you are having. 8 subjects. First subject is English part 1. So, English subject, we have internal marks 40, external marks 60. External marks means semester examination marks, and total marks 100. Please all of you note down these subjects and structure. Everybody should know what are the different subjects which we are going to study in the second semester. If somebody asks, sir, I don't know this subject is there or not, they are not responsible. That's why I have prepared this course structure, and you please note down second semester subjects. First is English. So English internal marks 40, external marks semester marks 60, total 100 marks. So for internal marks, we have internal examinations, assignments, seminars, and all these things. Okay, so based on the assignment, seminar, internal examinations, we are going to award the internal marks. And the second subject is second languages. Second languages means Telugu or Hindi or Sanskrit. So whatever the subject you have selected while admission time, the same subject will you have to write for second semester also. So Telugu or Hindi or Sanskrit. That is the second language subjects. That also for internal marks 40, external marks 60, total 100 marks. These are the two languages, English and second language. Next here, 3 other courses other than skill enhancement courses. That is one is life skill course. You have one life skill course in the second semester, as you have one life skill course in the first semester. You have human values subject is there now in the first semester. So in the same manner, ICT, information and communication technology, is a life skill course you are having in the second semester. The subject name is ICT, information and communication technology. So life skill course is only for 50 marks. So 50 external mark, no internal marks are there. Total 50 marks. Only semester exams are there. So in the semester examinations, we have to get pass marks. Next, skill development courses. Life skill course is only one, ICT. There are 2 skill development courses. There are 2 skill development courses. One is business communication. So that's business communication, also for 50 marks only. This 50 marks is for external only. No internal marks are there for skill development courses also. So first skill development course is business communication. The second skill development course, SDC means skill development course, is logistic and supply chain management. Logistics and supply chain management. This is also for only 50 marks. No internal marks are there for this also. So only external examinations are there. So only 50 marks. Therefore, these 3 life skill, 1 life skill course and 2 skill development courses. These 3 courses does not have internal marks. Only external examination is there. That too, it's a qualifying exam, just pass. That's all. Okay. Next, number 6, 7, 8. These are 3 skill enhancement courses. Skill enhancement courses means the commerce group subjects. Skill enhancement courses, SEC antaru. Skill enhancement courses. Under skill enhancement courses, you have 3 papers. 1, financial accounting, held by me. I deal with this subject, financial accounting. So for financial accounting, internal marks 40, external marks 60, total 100 marks. Next, the second skill enhancement course, the group course is business economics. For this subject also 40 marks, internal 60, external, total 100 marks. And next, these are the 2 papers that are common to BCom General Telugu Medium, English Medium, BCom BIFS. Okay, and computers. But the last paper, that is 8th paper, banking theory and practice. This paper is for general Telugu medium, English medium and BIFS only. For computer, BCom CA students, this paper will not come. in this in place of this paper they will study the computer paper for BCom CA students. But banking theory and practice paper is common for general Telugu medium, general English medium, and BIFS. For these three sections or groups, these are the three common papers. Common papers means apart from above 5 papers. పైన 5తో పాటుగా ఈ 3 పేపర్లు బీకామ్ జనరల్ తెలుగు మీడియం, బీకామ్ జనరల్ ఇంగ్లీష్ మీడియం, బిఐఎఫ్ఎస్ బ్యాంకింగ్ ఇన్సూరెన్స్ అండ్ ఫైనాన్షియల్ సర్వీసెస్, ఈ 3 గ్రూపులకు ఈ 3 పేపర్లు కామన్గా ఉంటాయి. కానీ కంప్యూటర్ వాళ్ళకు, బీకామ్ కంప్యూటర్ అప్లికేషన్ వాళ్ళకు ఫైనాన్షియల్ అకౌంటింగ్, బిజినెస్ ఎకనామిక్స్, బ్యాంకింగ్ థియరీ అండ్ ప్రాక్టీస్ ఉండదు. దాని ప్లేస్లో కంప్యూటర్ పేపర్ వస్తుంది వాళ్ళకు. ఓకే, సో దిస్ ఈజ్ ద ఓవరాల్ కోర్స్ స్ట్రక్చర్ ఆఫ్ సెకండ్ సెమిస్టర్ BCom. Second semester BCom. This is the overall course structure of second BCom. Second semester BCom. Okay, so రాసుకున్నారా అందరూ? హలో
సార్, రాసుకున్నాం సార్.
రాసుకున్నారా అందరూ? ఎందుకంటే రాసుకొని పెట్టుకోండి, మీకు ఒక ఐడియా ఉండాలి మొత్తం సెకండ్ సెమిస్టర్లో ఏం సబ్జెక్ట్స్ ఉన్నాయి, ఏం కథ అనేది. ఇక చూడండి, మనకు ఈ 3 ఇంగ్లీష్ మీడియం గ్రూప్ పేపర్స్లో ఫైనాన్షియల్ అకౌంటింగ్ మనకు ఫస్ట్ సెమిస్టర్లో ఏమున్నది? ఫండమెంటల్స్ ఆఫ్ అకౌంటింగ్, బిజినెస్ ఆర్గనైజేషన్ అండ్ మేనేజ్మెంటు, బిజినెస్ ఎన్విరాన్మెంట్ 3 ఉన్నాయి కదా. ఇప్పుడు వాటి ప్లేస్లో ఫైనాన్షియల్ అకౌంటింగ్, బిజినెస్ ఎకనామిక్స్, బ్యాంకింగ్ థియరీ అండ్ ప్రాక్టీస్, ఈ 3 పేపర్లు వస్తాయి. ఓకే, ఫైనాన్షియల్ అకౌంటింగ్ మీకు నేను డీల్ చేస్తాను. బిజినెస్ ఎకనామిక్స్ ఇంతకుముందు మీకు BOM ఎవరు చెప్తున్నారో ఆ మేడం చెప్తుంది. బిజినెస్ ఎకనామిక్స్ సార్ కదా, నాగరాజ్ సార్ కదా చెప్తానండి. బిజినెస్ ఎన్విరాన్మెంట్ BOM నాగరాజ్ సార్ కదా చెప్తాను.
అవును సార్.
మీకు
అవును సార్, నాగరాజ్ సార్.
బిజినెస్ ఎకనామిక్స్ కూడా నాగరాజ్ సార్ చెప్తాడు. నెక్స్ట్ బ్యాంకింగ్ థియరీ అండ్ ప్రాక్టీస్ ఇంతకుముందు బిజినెస్ ఎన్విరాన్మెంట్ ఎవరు చెప్తున్నారు మీకు?
భాగ్యమే మేడం సార్. భాగ్యం
మంజు భార్గవి మేడం సార్.
మంజు భార్గవి మేడం. ఇప్పుడు బ్యాంకింగ్ థియరీ అండ్ ప్రాక్టీస్ మంజు భార్గవి మేడం చెప్తారు. ఓకే, సో ఈ 3 సబ్జెక్టులు మనకు గ్రూప్ సబ్జెక్టులు. ఇంకా మిగిలినది ఇంగ్లీషు మీకు ఫస్ట్ సెమ్లో ఇంగ్లీష్ సబ్జెక్ట్ ఎవరు చెప్పారో కన్సర్న్ వాళ్ళే వస్తారనుకుంటారు. అదేవిధంగా తెలుగు సెకండ్ లాంగ్వేజ్, తెలుగు, హిందీ, సాంస్క్రిట్ వాళ్ళు వస్తారు. తర్వాత లైఫ్ స్కిల్ ICT కూడా మనకి ఇంగ్లీష్ వాళ్ళే కంప్యూటర్ వాళ్ళే చెప్తారు. లైఫ్ స్కిల్ కోర్స్ ICT. ఓకే, తర్వాత బిజినెస్ కమ్యూనికేషను ఇంగ్లీష్ డిపార్ట్మెంట్ వాళ్ళు చెప్తారు, బిజినెస్ కమ్యూనికేషన్. నెక్స్ట్ లాజిస్టిక్ అండ్ సప్లై చైన్ మేనేజ్మెంట్ మన మంజు మేడము, శృతి మేడం ఇద్దరు చెప్తారు. 3 సెక్షన్, ఇంగ్లీష్ మీడియం ఒకరు, తెలుగు మీడియం ఒకరు. ఇంగ్లీష్ మీడియం ఇంతకుముందు ఇన్సూరెన్స్ ప్రమోషన్ ఎవరు చెప్తున్నారు మీకు? ఇన్సూరెన్స్ ప్రమోషన్ ఇంతకుముందు ఎవరు చెప్పారు మీకు? హలో
సార్, స్కిల్ డెవలప్మెంట్ కోర్సెస్కి ఎవరు వస్తారు సార్?
అదే స్కిల్ డెవలప్మెంట్ కోర్సు బిజినెస్ కమ్యూనికేషన్ వచ్చేసి ఇంగ్లీష్ వాళ్ళు తీసుకుంటారు. ఓకే
ఓకే సార్.
లాజిస్టిక్ అండ్ సప్లై మేనేజ్మెంట్ కు మీకు ఇన్సూరెన్స్ ప్రమోషన్ ఎవరు చెప్పారో వాళ్ళు తీసుకుంటారు.
శృతి మ్యామ్ సార్.
శృతి మేడం తీసుకుంటారు. ఓకేనా? సో ఇది మనకు
లైఫ్ స్కిల్
కోర్సు అది కంప్యూటర్ వాళ్ళు తీసుకుంటారు. ICT కంప్యూటర్ వాళ్ళు తీసుకుంటారు. ఓకే, ఇది ఇది మనకు టోటల్ ఓవరాల్గా సెకండ్ సెమిస్టర్ కోర్సు స్ట్రక్చర్. ఓకే. సో దీన్ని బట్టి మీకు ఎందుకంటే ఒక సబ్జెక్ట్ పెరిగింది ఇప్పుడు మీకు సెకండ్ సెమిస్టర్లో. ఫస్ట్ సెమిస్టర్లో మనకు స్కిల్ డెవలప్మెంట్ కోర్సు ఒకటే ఉన్నది, ఇప్పుడు 2 చదవాలి మీరు స్కిల్ డెవలప్మెంట్ కోర్సులు. బిజినెస్ కమ్యూనికేషను, లాజిస్టిక్ అండ్ సప్లై చైన్ మేనేజ్మెంట్ 2 పేపర్లు వస్తాయి కాబట్టి మీకు ఒకటి అడిషనల్గా 8 పేపర్స్ అయినాయి. నాకు ఇంతకుముందు 7 పేపర్స్ ఉండేవి, ఎందుకంటే లైఫ్ స్కిల్ కోర్స్ ఒకటి, స్కిల్ డెవలప్మెంట్ కోర్స్ ఒకటి మాత్రమే ఉన్నది ఫస్ట్ సెమిస్టర్లో. ఇప్పుడు సెకండ్ సెమిస్టర్లో లైఫ్ స్కిల్ కోర్స్ ఒకటి, స్కిల్ డెవలప్మెంట్ కోర్సులు 2 చదవాలి మీరు. కాబట్టి మొత్తం 8 సబ్జెక్ట్స్ వస్తాయి అన్నమాట. సో దిస్ ఈజ్ ద ఓవరాల్ కోర్స్ స్ట్రక్చర్ ఆఫ్ సెకండ్ సెమిస్టర్. ఓకే. సో ఇది మీరు గుర్తుపెట్టుకోండి, ప్రతి ఒక్కరు మీకు ఏం సబ్జెక్టులు ఉన్నాయి అనేది మీకు ఐడియా ఉండాలి ఖచ్చితంగా. నాకు అది తెలీదు ఇది తెలీదు అని మధ్యలో ఎవరే కానీ డౌట్స్ ఎక్స్ప్రెస్ చేయకండి, ఓకేనా. అందుకే నోట్ చేసుకోమని చెప్పాను నేను, భద్రంగా అది నోట్ చేసుకొని పెట్టుకోండి. తర్వాత ఇక సెకండ్ సెమిస్టర్కు సంబంధించి మీరు సపరేట్ నోట్బుక్స్ పెట్టుకోండి. సెకండ్ సెమిస్టర్ సంబంధించి సపరేట్ నోట్స్ పెట్టుకొని దాంట్లో క్లాసులు చెప్పినవి నోట్స్లు రాసుకుంటూ ఉండండి, ఓకేనా. ఎస్. సో నౌ లెట్ us start the subject. It is financial accounting. మన సబ్జెక్ట్ ఏది? ఫైనాన్షియల్ అకౌంటింగ్. సో మనం ఫస్ట్ సెమిస్టర్లో ఫండమెంటల్స్ ఆఫ్ అకౌంటింగ్ అనేటువంటి చాప్టర్లో బేసిక్స్ చదువుకున్నాం. అకౌంటింగ్ బేసిక్స్ అన్నీ కూడా, అంటే అకౌంటింగ్ అంటే ఏంటి, అకౌంటింగ్ సూత్రాలు, జర్నల్ ఎంట్రీ, వాట్ డూ యూ మీన్ బై జర్నల్ ఎంట్రీస్, వాట్ ఈస్ లెడ్జర్ పోస్టింగ్, వాట్ ఈస్ బ్యాంక్ రికన్సిలియేషన్ స్టేట్మెంట్, how the ledgers are prepared, what are the subsidiary books, what is the trial balance, how it is to be prepared, what is the rectification of errors, how rectification of errors can be rectified, and final accounts. These are the basics of accounting, financial accounting. So that's why the title of the subject in the first semester was Fundamentals of Accounting. But as far as the second semester is concerned, we have financial accounting. The title of the paper is Financial Accounting. So ఈ ఫైనాన్షియల్ అకౌంటింగ్ పేపరు ఈ సెకండ్ సెమిస్టర్లో మీకు ఈ పేపరు చదివిన తర్వాత, ఆఫ్టర్ కంప్లీషన్ ఆఫ్ ది సెకండ్ సెమిస్టర్ అండ్ బై స్టడీయింగ్ దిస్ పర్టికులర్ కోర్స్ ఫైనాన్షియల్ అకౌంటింగ్, you should be in a position to identify certain skills, possess certain skills. So what are the skills? That means these are the course outcomes. These are the course outcomes. అంటే మీరు సెకండ్ సెమిస్టర్ కోర్సు పూర్తయిన తర్వాత మీరు ఇవన్నీ కూడా నేర్చుకొని వీటన్నిటిని ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయడానికి సిద్ధంగా ఉండాలన్నమాట. ఏమిటవి? నెంబర్ 1, understand the concept of consignment and learn the accounting treatment of the various aspects of consignment. So మనకు ఈ సెకండ్ సెమిస్టర్ పూర్తయిన తర్వాత స్టూడెంట్స్ should be in a position to understand the concept of consignment. What do you mean by consignment? How the accounts of consignment are to be written in the books of accounts అనేది నేర్చుకొని ఉండాలి కోర్సు పూర్తయ్యేసరికి. నెక్స్ట్ నెంబర్ 2, అనలైజ్ ది అకౌంటింగ్ ప్రాసెస్. Analyze the accounting process and the preparation of accounts in consignment and joint venture. So analyze the accounting process. What is the accounting process for consignment and joint venture? How the accounts will be prepared both in consignment and joint venture. You should be in a position to learn. That is the second course objectives. Course objectives are second course outcomes that are expected from the students. Next, number 3, distinguish joint venture and partnership and to learn the methods of maintaining records under joint venture. So we should be in a position to what is the difference between joint venture and partnership, what are the various methods through which the records may be maintained. The records may be maintained by the joint venture business. So that you should also know the joint venture. Next, number 4, determine the useful life and value of the depreciable assets and the maintenance of reserve in business entities. So the useful life, how the useful life of the assets can be determined, how the reserves and surpluses are maintained in the business organizations. These are also to be learned by the students. That means determine the useful life and value of the depreciable assets. Depreciable assets. What is the value and useful life of the depreciable assets that you should know, and how the reserves and surpluses, reserves, provisions and reserves are maintained in the business organizations. That also you should know after completion of this particular course. Next, last one, design an accounting system for different models of business at its own using the principles of existing accounting system. Design an accounting system for different models of business. That means you should be in a position to design the accounting system for various business models. For various business models, you should be in a position on his own, business at his own. That means on your own, you should be in a position to develop an accounting system for various models of businesses. Okay, based on the existing accounting system. By using the existing accounting system, you should be in a position to frame or develop, design an accounting system for the new business model, by using the existing accounting system. Okay, these are the 5 important course objectives. These are the 5 important course objectives. That means after completion of study of financial accounting, the student should be in a position to achieve these objectives. You are expected to achieve these objectives. Therefore, you should be very, very careful in learning the things. And as I have already told you, accounting subject is a lifeblood for the commerce student. If you study well the accounting subjects, all accounting subjects, and learn in a good manner and refer different books and learn in depth, then it is very, very, very useful subject which is useful for you in your own life. Because that's why accounts is a subject which is known only to the commerce students. No other person, no other student will learn the principles of accounting. He doesn't know what is debit, what is credit, what are the rules of accounts, why a particular transaction debit which account is to be debited, which account is credited. Everything is a logical and principles. It's a universal subject. Whatever uh, the principles or rules we follow in maintaining the accounts of business organization, all these are all universally acceptable or universally accepted principles. International Accounting Standards Board has accepted these rules. Wherever you go, wherever you do business, wherever you write accounts, the same accounts, same rules you have to follow. The same rules you have to follow. That's why these are the universally accepted accounting principles. Therefore, please concentrate more on practicing the problems, more and more problems. If you practice more and more problems, then you will get a good learning experience. You will get a good learning experience. It helps you a lot in further studies or in your own life. After completion of BCom, you can join at an auditor or tax consultant as a assistant. If you are able to learn or if you are able to prepare accounts in a very good manner. Therefore, it's a royal subject. Accounting is a royal subject. In each and every semester, you will get one accounting paper with different names. So every accounting paper is a lifeblood. It's like such an important course, such an important subject for the commerce students. Okay, so therefore, I request all of you, be sincere to the classes, be regular to the classes, don't skip classes. And I have been telling you, those who are not attending the online classes, they are not allowed for the examinations. Okay, on Saturday I have sent message through WhatsApp that what are the roll numbers of the students or all ticket numbers of the students who are not coming to the online classes. So if any of your friend is there in that number, you please tell him to phone to me. Otherwise, they are not allowed for the semester examinations. Okay, so these are the various objectives that are expected from the students after completion of second semester financial accounting study. Okay, so now let us see the syllabus of financial accounting. Syllabus of financial accounting. So as far as the syllabus of financial accounting is concerned, you have, as usual, we have 5 units of syllabus in the second semester of financial accounting. These 5 units are important, and these 5 units of papers are a specific accounting system, a specific accounting process that is to be followed for each and every unit in each and every concept. That means in each and every unit you are going to study different important aspects, different practical aspects relating to that particular chapter or that particular unit. Okay, each and every unit is important practically. So under first unit 1 is the depreciation. So depreciation. In this unit, what is the depreciation? What are the important terms and depreciation. What are the reasons for or causes for depreciation? What is the accounting system for providing depreciation in the business organizations? How many methods are available? Out of these various methods, how many methods are there in your syllabus? How this depreciation accounting process will take place? The problems relating to the provision of depreciation will be learned in the first unit. So this depreciation unit, you learn all these things. What is depreciation? What are the reasons for depreciation? How the depreciation is calculated? What are the different methods of providing depreciation? Or what are the different methods of accounting treatment under different methods? So this unit will have both theory and problems. Both theory and problems. So theory is important as well as so first unit is a depreciation. Okay, so this is both the theory and the problematic unit. Both the theory questions and problems may be asked from this unit. Next, second unit, unit 2. Please all of you note down syllabus also. Unit 2, provisions and reserves. Provisions and reserves. What do you mean by provisions? How the provisions are prepared? And what do you mean by reserves? How the reserves are maintained? What are the important differences between provisions and reserves? And how the accounts, what is the accounting system or accounting process of providing provisions and reserves? All these aspects we study in the second unit, that is provisions and reserves. The accounting system, accounting treatment, how the provisions and reserves are created in the business organizations. What is the objective of providing provisions and what is the objective of providing reserves? How accounts are to be written, various accounts are to be prepared to record the provisions and reserves in the business organization. All these things will be learned in the second unit. This second unit also includes both theory and problems. Both the theory and the problems. Okay, so that is our second unit, provisions and reserves. Next, unit 3, third unit. So unit 3 is relating to the bills of exchange. Relating to the bills of exchange. What do you mean by bills of exchange? Why the bills of exchange are written? When the bills of exchanges are written, what are the features of bills of exchange? How the bills of exchange, what is the accounting process? What is the accounting process for bills of exchange in the books of accounts of the business organization? What are the various ways of discharging the bills of exchange and accounting treatment? All these things we will learn in the third unit. So this is also unit 3 also, both theory and problems. Theory and problems will come from the unit 3. Okay. Next, Unit 4. Unit 4 is of consignment accounts or consignment accounting. So in the Unit 4, what do you mean by consignment? What are the various parties involved in the consignment? What are the different important terminology associated with the consignment? How the accounts are to be written in case of consignment business. In case of consignment business, how the accounting system is to be followed. All these things we learn in the Unit 4, consignment accounts. So consignment account also, it includes both theory as well as problems. Fourth unit also covers both theory as well as problems. Next, last Unit 5, joint venture accounts. Joint venture accounts. So in the fifth unit, what do you mean by joint venture business? What are the features of joint venture business? What is the difference between joint venture and consignment? What is the difference between joint venture and partnership? What are the various methods of accounts or records to be maintained under joint venture business system? All these things we try to learn in this fifth unit. That is the joint venture accounts. So there may be different methods in the joint venture. All these methods we will learn how we will solve different problems in the joint venture accounts also. So Unit 5 joint venture also covers theory as well as problems. Both theory and problems. Okay, so as far as the model paper is concerned, this is the same model as you have is given in the first semester. What is the model paper for first semester? There are two sections, section A and section B. In the section A, you will be given total 8 questions. Out of 8 questions, we have to answer 5. So these 8 questions will be given from all these 5 units. From all these 5 units, 8 questions will be given. That means each unit will have one compulsory question and other 3 questions may be given from any of the 5 units. That means total 8 questions will be given in the section A. Out of 8, you have to answer 5 questions. Out of these 8 questions, you may be given complete theory questions or some problems may also be given. Okay, so this is external choice. Any 5 questions, you can answer any 5 questions. Okay, so each question carries 4 marks. Each question carries 4 marks. 5 into 4, 20 marks. Section A. Section A carries 20 marks, 5 into 4. You have to write 5 questions out of 8 questions given. Each question carries 4 marks, 5 into 4, 20 marks. That is section A. Next, section B. Section B is internal choice. Same as first semester. Internal choice means from each unit you will be given 2 questions. From each unit you will be given 2 questions. Any one of the question could be written. Out of the questions given in unit 1, 2, out of these two, one question is to be answered. And in the second unit, you will be given two questions. Out of these two questions, one question is to be answered. In unit 3, two questions. Out of two, one question is to be answered. Unit 4, two questions will be given, one is to be answered. Unit 5 also, you will be given two questions. You need to write, answer one question. So that's why it's an internal choice. We call it as an internal choice because from unit 1, you have to write one question. From unit 2, you have to write one question. From unit 3, one question. Unit 4, one question. Unit 5, one question. Out of two, one you have to choose, one is to be written. That's why it's known as internal choice, not external choice. External choice means as a first section. External choice means total first section. Section A, you will be given 8 questions. Out of 8 questions, any 5 questions you can write. That's called external choice. But in the section B, each unit 2 questions are given. Out of these 2 questions, one question is to be answered by the student. So out of these 2 questions, one may be theory and another may be problem, or 2 may be theory or 2 may be problems. Okay, so in the first unit, both may be theory questions or both may be problems or one theory, one problem. Any choice is left to the will of the examiner. Okay. Next, unit 2. Both questions may be theory or both questions may be problems or one theory, one problem. Next, unit 3, same. Both questions may be theory or both questions may be problems, one question or one theory or one problem. Same, fourth unit same. ఏ విధంగా అయినా అడగచ్చు, మనం 2 థియరీ అయినా అడగచ్చు ప్రతి యూనిట్లో, 2 ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ అయినా అడగచ్చు, లేదా ఒకటి థియరీ ఒకటి ప్రాబ్లం అయినా ఇవ్వచ్చు. ఎలాగైనా ఇవ్వచ్చు. సార్ మోడల్ క్వశ్చన్ పేపర్లో ఇలా ఉంది, ఎగ్జామ్ క్వశ్చన్ పేపర్లో ఇలా ఇచ్చారు అని అడగడానికి లేదు. కాబట్టి we should be in a position to write both theory questions as well as problems. You cannot completely concentrate theory or you cannot completely concentrate problems. Sometimes both the theory questions వచ్చాయనుకోండి, మనం ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ కాన్సన్ట్రేషన్ చేసి ఉంటాము, థియరీ చదువుకొని ఉండము, 2 ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ వచ్చాయనుకోండి, దెన్ ఇట్ ఇస్ వెరీ డిఫికల్ట్ టు ఆన్సర్ ది థియరీ క్వశ్చన్స్. కాబట్టి బోత్ థియరీ క్వశ్చన్స్, ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ 2 మనం జాగ్రత్తగా ప్రిపేర్ కావాల్సి ఉంటుంది. ఓకే, సో దిస్ ఈజ్ ఆల్ అబౌట్ ది టోటల్ కోర్స్ స్ట్రక్చర్ ఆఫ్ యువర్ సెకండ్ సెమిస్టర్ and the syllabus and question paper pattern of financial accounting. Okay, so from tomorrow onwards we are going to start the syllabus. Okay, so I will explain each and every theory concepts through PPTs and I will solve maximum problems by using the Excel sheet. And I try to explain each and every concept to you. I only expect you to be sincere to the classes. Don't neglect the classes. Be sincere, be regular to the classes, not only for accounting class, but also all other classes. Please, I request all of you to be sincere for classes. Otherwise, it is very difficult for you to get through the examinations. Okay, thank you very much for attending the class. And నెంబర్ పోస్ట్ చేసిన వాళ్ళు ఎగ్జిట్ అయిపోండి. నెంబర్ ఆల్రెడీ పెట్టిన వాళ్ళు మళ్ళా పెట్టాల్సిన అవసరం లేదు. నేను ఒక్కసారి మాత్రమే నెంబర్